Children, so we completed the lesson 16, fundamental rights. Yes, so we learned about the 6 fundamental rights, and the constitution defines in that, okay, our constitution defines fundamental rights for each and every citizen of India, for those who are living in our country. Yes, so we learned about that. We learned the features and characteristics of these fundamental rights. Now we will do the exercise part. Okay, the first exercise is exercise A, answer the following questions. So the first question here is, what are fundamental rights? So already we learned about fundamental rights. So what are these fundamental rights? Yes, an opportunity is given to all of us to do our work independently. That is actually the right. If we have freedom to do our work, it is a right for us. So our constitution gives guarantees some important rights to all the citizens in the country, and these important rights are actually the fundamental rights. Yes, so answer is, our constitution guarantees, G-U-A-R-A-N-T-E-E-S, yes, guarantees some important rights to all Indian citizens in our country. These rights are fundamental rights. Now coming to the second question, how many fundamental rights are there in our Indian constitution? How many fundamental rights are there? Actually our constitution fulfills our dreams and hopes of all the citizens of our country, isn't it? Guarantees freedom and equality for us. So it has some fundamental rights, some important rights. Yes, they are 6 in number. Which are these fundamental rights? The fundamental rights are 6 in number. They are, first one, right to equality, EQUALITY, right to equality, all are treated equal before law. Second, right to freedom of speech and expression. Yes, we all have the right to freedom to express our ideas, our thoughts. We have the right to speak. Then third, right against exploitation, EXPLOITATION, exploitation. No one have the right to force, compel children under 14 years of age especially to do any brisk or dangerous work. No one have the right to exploit others. Fourth, cultural and educational rights. Every citizen of India have the right to protect the culture. Yes, the language. Next, right to freedom of religion. Every citizen of India has the right to follow and practice the religion, to conduct religious affairs. Sixth one, the last one, right to constitutional remedies, CONSTITUTIONAL, constitutional remedies, REMEDIES. All citizens of India, we have the right to seek justice, to go near the Supreme Court if anyone has taken away these rights from us. So right to constitutional remedies. Yes, so what are fundamental rights? Our constitution guarantees some important rights to all Indian citizens in our country. These rights are fundamental rights. Next, second question, how many fundamental rights are there in our Indian constitution? The fundamental rights are 6 in number. They are right to equality, second, right to freedom of speech and expression, third, right against exploitation, fourth, cultural and educational rights, fifth, right to freedom of religion, sixth, right to constitutional remedies. Okay? Yes, children, so our next question is question number 3. Explain right against exploitation. You have to explain about these fundamental right, this fundamental right, which is that right against exploitation. So you already learned about right against exploitation, isn't it? Yes, what is that right? Yes, no one has the right to exploit others, take advantage of others, some especially children, those who are working, those who under 14 years of age, children, we have no right to force them to do any work. It should be stopped, isn't it? Yes, so right against exploitation explains about the ban of child labor. Yes, we should stop the child labor, ban to stop something from doing. Yes, child labor. Child labor means to make or compel force or forcing the children to do work. Yes, banning that and prohibition of employment of children in perilous jobs. Yes, prohibition. Prevent them from doing the danger or risky jobs. So, right against exploitation explains about the ban of child labor and prohibition of employment of children in perilous job. Working of children, employment of children, working of children in perilous high risky jobs. Fourth question, write two features and characteristics of fundamental rights in India. You have to write about any two features and characteristics of these fundamental rights in India. So there are many features and characters. Total there are 7 features and characteristics. From that you have to write any two. There are 7 features and characteristics of fundamental rights. Of them, 2 are fundamental rights are not absolute and are subject to reasonable restrictions. They are not the final thing. They are not the complete freedom of an individual to do anything. Yes, it has limitations. They are for Indian citizens but are enjoyed by both the citizens and aliens. Means actually fundamental rights are meant for the citizens of India, those who are living in our country India, but they are enjoyed by the aliens, means people or someone, those who are coming from another country also, they are also enjoying it. So these are the two features and characteristics of fundamental rights. So explain right against exploitation. Question number 3, what is the answer? Right against exploitation explains about the ban of child labor and prohibition of employment of children in perilous job, perilous, perilous job, high risky and danger kind of jobs. Fourth question, write two features and characteristics of fundamental rights in India. There are 7 features and characteristics of fundamental rights. Of them 2 are fundamental rights are not absolute, ABSOLUTE, and are subject to reasonable restrictions, RESTRICTIONS. They have limitations. They are for Indian citizens but are enjoyed by both the citizens and aliens, ALIENS. Okay. Yes children, coming to the next question, question number 5. Which is question number 5 here? Can you read? Yes, explain about right to freedom and give some examples. So you have to explain about the fundamental right to freedom. Yes, so what is right to freedom children? Yes, it explains about the right, everyone's right to freedom, freedom of thoughts, ideas, expression. They can express their views, their opinions, their ideas. Yes, they can, all the citizens of India, they can move anywhere, in any part of India, anywhere they can move around in India. They can settle anywhere in India. They have the freedom to choose any profession and they can settle down in any part of India. They can move freely anywhere in India. Yes, that is the right to freedom. Freedom in speech, freedom in thinking, freedom of expressing anything. Anyone can express anything, freedom of thought, ideas, knowledge, expression, everything through newspapers, television, any media and all. Isn't it? Yes. So, answer. Right to freedom includes a gamut of rights. Gamut of rights means the complete series of rights, such as right to speech and expression, right to assemble peacefully. You can gather anywhere, like join with other people peacefully, or to form association. Yes, right to gather in public place or private place. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India, anywhere in India, any part of India. Right to life and liberty. Life and liberty. Liberty is the freedom of thought, expression, ideas, etc. right to reside and settle in any part of India and so on. You can settle and stay anywhere in India. That is right to freedom. Sixth question, explain about right to equality and give some examples. Right to equality means what? All are treated equal in before law. No separation on the basis of caste, color, religion, gender, place of birth, whatever, language, etc. So right to equality means equality before law. All are treated equally. All are equal, irrespective of, no separation on the basis of caste, creed, means the faith, race, religion or place of birth. Whatever religion they have, whatever language they are speaking, whatever color they have, whatever gender they have, wherever they have born, all are treated equal. That is equality before law, equality or right to equality. Yes, so fifth question is explain about right to freedom and give some examples. Right to freedom includes a gamut of rights such as right to speech, SPEECH, and expression, EXPRESSION, right to assemble peacefully, 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 or to form association, ASSOCIATION, right to move freely throughout the territory, TERRITORY, territory of India, right to life and liberty, right to reside and settle in any part of India and so on. Now the next question, sixth one, explain about right to equality and give some examples. Answer, right to equality means equality before law, full stop, all are treated equally, irrespective, IRRESPECTIVE, irrespective of caste, creed, race, religion or place of birth. Okay. Children, so our next question is question number 7. What is mean by right to freedom of religion and right its importance? So right to freedom is one of the fundamental rights of our constitution, isn't it? So you already learned about right to freedom of religion, yes. So what is this fundamental right explains? Yes, everyone has the right to follow the religion, to practice the religion, to conduct religious events, affairs, isn't it? Yes. They have the right to choose the profession, the religion, to practice and propagate the religion, and at the same time we should have respect to other religions also. Yes, so answer is freedom of religion is one of the fundamental right of the Indian constitution. It is also one among the fundamental rights. It explains about the essence of freedom of conscience and profession. Yes, it explains about the essence of the primary importance or the principle of freedom of conscience. Conscience means the moral sense of a person to choose what is right and what is wrong, and profession, and also freedom to run religious affairs, religious events, and to give religious instructions in certain institutions, to carry out to give some religious instructions. This freedom we have, this right give this freedom. The last question, 8th question, explain about right to constitutional remedies and give example. Right to constitutional remedies is mainly, it is especially for the rights of to give the protection to the minorities, to protect the interest of the minorities in our country. Minorities, the people, those who are less in number, like some particular language speaking people, some tribal people, especially women. So these are special privilege to them, giving some special protection to the people, those who are less in number, minorities, scheduled caste and tribes. They are minority people, so to give some rights to the or to protect them, especially in education, and all have freedom to receive education. Yes, so answer is right to constitutional remedies is one of the fundamental right of the Indian constitution. It lays down the privileges, special advantage, privileges, PRIVILEGES, It lays down the privileges in respect of the National Commission on Minorities, the people those who are less in number, to protect their rights. National Commission on Women, if women have any problem, then we should protect the interest of women. And National Commission on Scheduled Caste, etc., which are the scheduled caste, they are low in number, minority here, to protect their rights. Yes, so this right to constitutional remedies protects specially the rights of the minority people. Yes, so what does mean by right to freedom of religion and right its importance? Right, freedom of religion is one of the fundamental right of the Indian Constitution. It explains about the essence of freedom of conscience and profession, and also freedom to run religious affairs and to give religious instructions in certain institutions. Last question, the 8th question, explain about right to constitutional remedies and give examples. Right to constitutional remedies is one of the fundamental right of the Indian Constitution, full stop. It lays down the privileges in respect of the National Commission on Minorities, National Commission on Women, and National Commission on Scheduled Caste, SCHEDULED, Scheduled Castes, CASTES, etc. Okay.